What's your first thing that comes to mind?
I'm probably watching Cooper get a tackle or something like that. Well, he plays both ways, so I'm always watching to see how he's doing, how the team's doing. And it's thrilling just to be a part of the whole energy on the sideline, because it's crazy. I mean, everyone gives it their all, like you said, and I don't want to miss a second of it. I probably should be paying attention to the huddle, but it's
loads of communication on the sideline between you and all the other leaders on the team. You know, I see 5 or 6 guys like paying super close attention. How much information is going back and forth?
Oh, for sure. I think that's one of the good things is we're able to talk between us and with the coaches, so we can look and say, hey, this is happening or that's happening, and then I go on the sideline, hey, Coach Barney, this guy's doing this, can I do this? He'll be like, yeah, or I'll be like, no, wait, we're seeing this on film a little differently than you're seeing it. The same thing with Mace, like if we're getting a stun or something, I'm gonna go against his tackle and he's going against my guard, I'm like, hey, swim him, he's not gonna be ready for it. He'll be like, hey, we'll rush him, he's not ready for it. So I think just, especially with the D-line, the ability to talk, and then with the linebackers too, we'll be like, hey, we need a move call a little faster, or hey, I'm holding on this double team, shoot this gap a little quicker, just stuff like that. I think communication just comes, and sometimes it's perceived as yelling, but we're just passionate about it. We know we're not yelling at each other because we don't like each other. It's just like heat of the moment, hey, get there, let's go, or whatever. The same thing with good play. You go over, tap on the helmet, get excited. I mean, that's what it's all about.
That's awesome. Just from, picture standpoint, for 12 years, and this is the most focused, the most drilled in, the most team effective one I've ever seen. So it's fun to watch.
I mean, they yell at you, but they really care about you, and you can tell about that, because if they didn't care, they wouldn't yell at us and try to get us better. So every day at practice, we trusted them to know what they're doing, and they did. They really helped us be the best team we could have been.
To me, this is my most memorable picture of you, just because wherever you are in the field, you're making something happen. Like you're gigantically visible. You're just gonna get there and disrupt something happening from someone. What are you thinking right there?
I think this is them kicking an extra point or a field goal, and I think I'm kind of just my thought as I go, and I hit the guy in front of me, and I try to drive him off the ball, and if he's not moving, then when I see the kicks coming, I try to jump up, just get in his way, because maybe I don't touch it, but the kicker sees me jump and it messes him up or something. I think we all gave effort. I mean, you see Dylan here throwing this guy to the ground, and I'm sure on the other side, Dylan Kwiatkowski's rushing from that side trying to get a block. So I think, like Mason said, we never really try to take special teams for granted, or as a playoff, it's still 1/3 of the game. You try as hard as you can. You can get a special teams break, like, hey, a block punt or a kickoff return. It's a big difference. Like when Tommy returned that kickoff against Mishawaka, that was a big game changer. I mean, it's something that people don't look at a lot, especially if you don't really know football. It's like, hey, special teams, whatever. But it is an important part, and if you succeed in it and you excel in it, that can be the difference in some games.
Yeah, it's huge. Close it out with, what are you thinking that night? Like we're lining up, it's a massive game, we're playing side by side. Is there a sense you have, my brother's standing right next to me, we worked all these years to be right there?
In the game, not as much. I think at times, like, I remember one play pretty well where I think it was an outside zone to the right, and I missed the running back that Mace came and tackled him. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I mean, I missed him, but Mace came in and tracked him down and got him. So I think that was a cool moment. And then after the game, we hugged. But at that point, it probably didn't hit, but then afterwards, it definitely hits. Like, you see a picture like this, or the picture of us hugging after the game, and you're kind of like, it was cool to play with him. Like, it's not many people get to do that, so it's fun to line up next to your brother, because that's what you work towards for so many years.
Your whole life?
Yep.
How about you?
Like that moment, I remember that moment, because when I was standing there, I was like, I'm next to my brother, this is super cool. And then when I get down in my stance, I'm ready to play football.
Great perspective. I think you guys teach us a heck of a lot about not just playing football, not just being a Viking, but just teach us all adults a heck of a lot about life and just pursuing your passion.